First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Flacco. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Operating out of the gun, Flacco to the right side and complete to Hurst. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a 1st down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
On the ground with their leading rusher from a season ago, it's Alex Collins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll run with a rookie. It's Boston Scott. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second down, Flacco now. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for it with Collins. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Duke Johnson deep for Cleveland. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A first carry for the rookie Nick Chubb. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. From left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on 1st down? And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Trying to get it to Landry there. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on 1st down. Scott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. We were just talking about him pregame. 3 tackles for a loss last week. You thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there. Another one in the 1st quarter.
He's every bit of what you described.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will have have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just within the palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
Jackson now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. To return it, here's Tavon Young. Now a hit and a loose football. Touchdown, Cleveland.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, Collins. Oh, what a juke into space. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. A first throw for the backup Griffin. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the Browns getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 3rd down, Jackson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Caught by Snead over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in and up.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Flushed out right. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Collins. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Second and goal from the 1. He'll get it up the middle. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
On 3rd and goal, No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. On 4th down, it's Collins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's got this down to the 35. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Jackson on 1st down. And Callaway taking it in left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson will throw again. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. They come out here in the eye. They'll run with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff. You don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Always got some breathing room.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Got an open man, it's Radley. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. To throw on third down. Jackson dancing to his left. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now third down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's third and goal.
Here we go. All right, now, look at 56.
To throw is Jackson. Being chased out left. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
RG3 going to bring the Ravens up first and 10.
Slow.
They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he's got some space here. There goes Alex Collins. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now Jackson on second down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Travis Carey. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10. After the interception, here's Griffin. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, Griffin. And some room to work. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. To throw is RG3. And he's got Snead. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. On first and 10, it's Griffin. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Here's Griffin. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Alex Collins, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
That's complete. It's Gordon. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the play. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They pitch it to Chubb. Finding room inside the 40. And down right around the 37. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it? They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air. So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play.
Here's Jackson. His throw incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Griffin on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 now. Griffin drops it underneath for Collins. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now it's Griffin into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Chubb on the counter. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
third and goal. Jackson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And again, it's Collins. And some room to maneuver. Oh, eluding the tackle. And now running right through it. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 9 good yards here on the run, and now 3rd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The Ravens on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a give to Collins. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here we go. It's Griffin on 4th down.
Another scout.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right?